morning. I'm gonna start doing morning videos again. Excuse how I look. I still have on my PJs. About to get out here in this Michigan cold weather and take care of some business in a minute. Come on in. It's not. Is it your lunch break? Give me 5 minutes. I just want to give y'all an update on what's going on with Jay Z. Tony Buzbee making threats. He pretty much saying his client might go to the feds since Jay called him out. Well, when Jay said, well, if I did all this sinister stuff, why it ain't criminal? So since Jay called him out, he said she might. To me, that's an eye opener. To me, it's bullshit. I'm just gonna be real. What you mean she might? First of all, can y'all please open y'all mind? I ask y'all this on every video. First of all, if a 13-year-old girl got raped by two grown men, why wasn't criminal charges filed then? This is what I want to know. Why would you hold that all these years? Where the hell was your parents? No teacher, no nobody was around. And I still ask this question, who dropped you off? Were you out there prostituting somebody, was trafficking you? Who dropped you off? So Tony Buzbee claims he have video, he has audio, he has text messages. He claimed he has all these things, right? My question is, Tony, if you had all this proof that a child at the time, because now this lady in her 30s, 40s, a child at the time was ran through by grown men, and you sitting there reading messages and pictures, and you didn't turn it in. You didn't say nothing. You went to her and said, hey, we can get his money. We can extort him. It never dawned on you like, oh my God, you were 13. And this grown man did this to you. We going to the feds. No, you said, let's go for his pockets. The bottom line is Tony Buzbee don't care nothing about these alleged victims. Not a damn thing. For all of y'all taking up for Tony, Tony don't give a damn about these people. His whole goal is money. If he got 300 people, as he claimed, 300 victims, and you haven't went to the police yet, Tony? No, your whole thing is dollar signs. I could change our life. We'll give them the opportunity to pay us. That's blackmail, and that is against the law. You cannot blackmail somebody, and you're not supposed to hold evidence. So he should be charged. He is as much as a criminal in victimizing those victims as the ones that victimize them. He's victimizing them again. He's raping them again. Because they have to be mentally ill if they're going to Tony Buzbee. They have to be mentally ill. You didn't go to the authorities, but you're going to Tony Buzbee. And let's be clear, and I know y'all hate the truth, but the truth shall set you free. And I'm going to say this, and I hear a lot of people saying, just because that don't give your excuse. Let me tell you something about dealing with women in the streets. I have been mentoring women in the streets for a long time, and I know several women that has like recovery houses. They have teen homes. They have to go out here and get these girls, right? I don't care how y'all try to put it. I don't care how y'all try to clean it up. A lot of them women out there in the world, they do the most. You hear me? I deal with them. They rob folks. They set people up. They be included murders. They do everything. They help great people. And most of them all strung out on crooks. Those women are so gutter out there. It's like no limit to what they will do. I meant to give y'all a story the other day, so I'm going to give it to you today about what happened to my brother. My first time my brother did 5 years in prison. My brother been in and out all his life. This is the first time in his life he really got it now. He's 60. He been home 15 years, haven't been back. But when he got 5 years, y'all know why he got 5 years? Let me tell you, this how I know. When I be saying stuff, it's not because I'm defending um, predators. It's not because I'm against women. It's because I know how shit goes down in the streets. And if you don't know nothing about the streets, you wouldn't have no idea how they get down out there. It's gutter out there. Let me tell you what happened with my brother. My brother at the time, I think he was 21 maybe. Him and my first cousin like 24. They met this white girl. The white girl seemed to have money. My mother, you can call her racist or whatever you want to call her, she didn't like mixing because it's in the Bible, you're not supposed to mix. So she was like, no, 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 don't bring her over here no more. That's just what my mother was. She said, I don't like that. Who is she? Don't bring her over here no more. So the girl had a banging, I think it was a Lincoln. She appeared to have a lot of money. So my mother's spirit kept saying, "There's something wrong with that girl. I don't trust her. Something ain't right. Where y'all find this white girl at?" So they would hide her and come to the house or whatever. So she told them that she was rich. I'm rich. She told them I think she was 20. My parents got money. Um, they bought me this car. I got credit cards. So my brother and them having a good time with her and her friends. They all in their 20s. Everybody was of age, as we thought, right? Well, she would give my brother her car throughout the day, and she would do whatever she was doing. I don't know where she was going. My brother and my cousin rode up on her at her friend's house to pick her up. When they rode up, the police was surrounding this girl, and she was pointing at them. So they panicked. They took off in the car. Like, what the hell going on? The police went on a high-speed chase and chased them. These some brothers in their 20s, not knowing why the police looking. So they pull over, they get surrounded, they had guns all on their face. Now this was like 40 years ago. My brother's 60 now. Had guns all on them. My mother had to go down there. My mother going off. Guess what this girl said? Guess what her story was? Her mother was an attorney in Holland, Michigan. Her father was some kind of big official. She was a rich kid. A kid. She was 16. She was a runaway. That was her mama's car. So when her mother, the big time attorney, tracked her down, guess what she said? She said my brother and my cousin kidnapped her and had her turning tricks. This girl done been at my house several times. She been around my brother. She was around us for at least 90 days. Telling everybody she was a rich. I talked to her. I was young then, but I remember her telling me she was rich. She was a runaway. Did not look 16 at all. So my brother and my cousin got charged. They didn't get a sex charge. They got, back then, it was something, doing something against somebody's will or whatever, so they don't have to register or nothing. But they got 5 years in prison because she lied and said all this was her shit and she was 20. And the white girl looked at 20. You know what I'm saying? So I know how stuff happens. They could have lost so much of their life, but they lost 5 years. If they would have charged them with trafficking, they could have got 30 years for that. So when y'all don't understand where I be coming from, it's because I know people who has personally experienced stuff like this. A lot of these women will lie through their teeth. One more story. When I was with David's dad, he's from Chicago, all his cousins came down and they were staying with me. So I had about 10 Chicago brothers living up in there with me. Street dudes. They had the whole Grand Rapids on lock pretty much. But they was good dudes. They was working. They was trying to change their life. That's why they came from Chicago, to change their life, right? So one day, David and went to play cards. I'm downstairs with my kids, and I hear some noise. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I go upstairs. All the guys were gone. It was like 4 to 6 girls upstairs. So I'm like, who the hell are y'all? We here with such and such, such. And I'm like, something dawned on me. I looked at one of the girls, and she was like giggling. I said, how old are you? She said, huh? How old are you? I'm 18. I said, let me see your purse. Why? I snatched her purse from her. Some little, you know, them little troll dolls with the hair sticking up. Troll dolls fell out her purse. I said, you 18 years old, you walking around with troll dolls. She said, huh? I said, listen, if y'all don't tell me how old y'all are, right now I'm calling the police. Come to find out, these girls had left Job Corps. I used to work at Job Corps. I know how them girls sneak out away from Job Corps. Left Job Corps. Told my cousins, I call them my cousins, David cousins, that they were here visiting from Detroit, their grandmother. These girls, 15, 16 years old, upstairs in my house with grown men, looked like women. Their bodies way badder than mine. I was grown as hell. What was I, like 26? These girls had boobs, no waist, big butts, big thighs. You would not know these girls were 15, 16 years old. So when one of the girls broke down crying, I was like, well, I don't want to get in trouble. We from Job Corps. I called them. I said, do y'all know y'all about to go to jail? They said, what? I said, these females y'all got over here are kids. What? They came home. They were cussing the girls out. One of the cousins wanted to slap the shit out the girl. We had to call the police, and the police picked them up and took them back to Job Corps. And the only reason the police said, I'm not going to arrest nobody, because y'all reported it, and they didn't know. We reported it. So I'm telling y'all, when y'all sit here, they did it. A lot of times, these brothers don't be knowing. And guess what? You can get fake IDs. The only way you really gonna know how old a woman is nowadays, you need their birth certificate. That's the only way you really gonna know if they're a man or a woman. Let me see your birth certificate. What does it say on your birth certificate? You might can get a fake one of those now. Let me see some kid pictures. You know what I'm saying? You really got to know, folks, because you will find yourself in a badass situation, and then you fighting for your freedom, and you really didn't know. And I'm not saying all predators are like that, but the majority of these brothers out here, they just looking at a big butt and a smile. And let me tell y'all this. These young girls, they got more game than these old women. These young girls more experienced than these older women. I seen one of R. Kelly tapes back in 2000. I seen the tape. Now, was the woman that he was with, was she a kid? I don't know. She was built like Jada Pinkett. So that's why the judge didn't charge R. Kelly. Because women have small frame bodies too. You can't look at somebody's body and say they're a kid. This is like you can't look at somebody's body and say they're grown. So by the body shape, they wanted to say the girl was a kid. She didn't have no boobies or nothing. But let me tell you what I witnessed on that tape. And I only seen it for a quick minute because I like R. Kelly so much, I had to see it for myself because I didn't believe it. So a guy on the street corner was selling the videos, and he just showed it to me. It was R. Kelly. It was R. Kelly, but I don't know if that was a kid. You can see her face, and you can see her body frame. If that was a kid, I'm going to put it this way. If that was a kid, that girl was so experienced. She was doing shit to R. Kelly. He was laying there. She was doing him. I said, there's no way a kid, and R. Kelly is well endowed. I'm telling you, but I know. The brother about 14. I see if that little girl, if that girl 11 or 12, she handling that ain't her first time. Something going on. That's crazy. I can't even handle it. She was doing him. So when I say, I'm not making excuses. I'm saying These girls out here grown as hell. How they became grown, why they in the streets, why they doing, I don't know. But y'all better grab a hold of y'all kids because a lot of y'all daughters out here doing this shit and y'all don't even know it. You know why? Because they watching you, mama, talking about how you want to get the coin. So they out here chasing money. And these grown men out here for it. They got the money and they go give it to your little girl because she chasing the coin. You better wonder why your daughter got them new clothes. Why your nails done? How you get that wig? You better start wondering how she getting the shit she getting. Because it's somebody, husband, boyfriends, giving them that money. And I want y'all to remember this. Since the beginning of time, women, young women, are a hot commodity for men. African men marry young girls. That's their culture. You know what I'm saying? Way back in segregation and slavery and all that, young girls were the hot commodity from age 8 on up. So you better get a hold of your daughters and you better school them right. And you better start taking them damn cell phones because Facebook, Instagram, OnlyFans, they have made it so easy to prostitute online. You don't know what your daughter is doing. And I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it and I ain't going to tell you who it is. I know a person right now whose daughter was 11 years old. Met a little boy on TikTok. This right here in my city. He became friends with her and her little friends. The boy's 17. I read the text messages. He tricked one of the little girls, we just know about one so far, to come in her house and have sex with her at 11. Broke her virginity. And this brother is 17 years old. And he knew she was 11. We can't find the brother because he had a fake name. She snuck him in when nobody was there. And the only reason we found out because the little cousin told the teacher at school that her big cousin had a boy in the house and he got back to the mama. So we've been looking for this boy. And if you see this 11-year-old girl, you would think this 11-year-old girl at least 17. But he can't make excuses. We read the messages. He knew she was 11. But I say this to say, if y'all don't put the fear of God in these girls, you go lose them to the streets. Because they don't only just have sex. They Cassie. What did Cassie say? The first time I did Krugs was with Diddy. He said, try this. And she didn't say no. She tried it. She didn't say Diddy put a pawpaw to her head. She just said Diddy told her to try it and she tried. That's weakness. Do y'all know when I was growing up, I was always the designated driver. I was the one that didn't drink. I didn't smoke marijuana. I watched my friends' purses when they on the dance floor. I was the nerd of the group. I was too busy trying to get back home to my studio to write some music. But you know why I made those choices when I seen my friends drunk out their mind. They was high. All my friends, every person in my group got pregnant as a teen mom, and I didn't. That's why my group destiny fell apart. I was the only one that didn't get pregnant. I remember we was at a party, and the dudes came out stripping. My friends was throwing dollars at them. I'm sitting there mad as hell. So I threw a handful of quarters at them. Get your ass out my face. They used to think I was crazy. Nina, crazy. I threw a handful of quarters. I was laughing so hard. Because none of them was working with nothing. They looked stupid. But do you know all my friends went in rooms and slept with them boys? Guess what I did? I called my mama. My mother, when I say my mother is related to Michael Myers, I wasn't playing. She had the fear of God in me. I had a curfew. I just told my 18-year-old daughter this yesterday. We was arguing. I almost choked her. Y'all almost didn't see me no more. I was about to go to the county. I was about to choke the shit out of her. She gonna tell me I'm 18. I'm grown. Grown folks got their own shit, don't they? Grown folks don't leave their babies with their mama and run the streets. See, I got problems on my hand right now, and I'm trying to handle it. That's why y'all see me with the baby, because my grandbaby's not going to be out in them streets. You grown, hit the bricks. But my grandbaby, no. I said, do you know at 18, I had a curfew? What? I had a curfew. If I went to the midnight movies, the movies, like my mom said, the movies last about an hour and 45 minutes. She said, don't be in here no later than 3 o'clock. And she didn't only let me go to the midnight movies on Fridays. Don't be in here no later than 3 o'clock. Because ain't nothing open after the club or the movies but some legs. So let me find out if you come up in here, you got to see me. I mean, I used to be at the movies, watching the movie, looking at my watch. Man, we got to go get something to eat after this. We got to get home. I can't be 5 minutes late. Not with my mama. I didn't play with my mother. And my big sister, I'm the baby. I have sisters older than me. My big sister, my oldest one that passed, she was 22 years older than me. She was old enough to be my mom. My other sister, 8 years older than me. My brother, 5 years older than me. And then my dad's son, he's 21 years older than me. So I have all these older siblings, right? I'm in Chicago visiting my big sister. I used to go there every summer. Or my niece and nephew would come here. She told us when we went downtown, Chicago, midnight. That's the curfew. Midnight. We on the train coming back home. We having fun. Hanging out in Chicago back in the 80s was the shit. We lost track of time. My sister Kim, she said, oh shit, it's 12:15. We running down the street trying to get to the house. Right when we got to the house, we tried to get in. The screen door was locked. Couldn't get in. I see my sister in the living room reading the Bible. She's sitting there reading with her light on, her glasses right here on her nose. I'm like, Helena, let us in. She totally ignored. It's summertime. The window open. She can hear us. She totally ignoring us. She looked at her watch. She said, what time is it? We was like, it's like 12:20. She said, what time was your curfew? We was like 12. She said, well, you're late. Find somewhere to go. I thought she was crazy. I had to go 2 doors down and call our mama all the way in Michigan, because we got the same mama. I had to call mama and say, Helena won't let us in the house. My mother had to call to Chicago and check her ass. And if you don't let them kids in, but they meant that. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, they didn't play. And guess what? We was on punishment. We couldn't go nowhere for 2 weeks. She didn't play. When parents used to come home from work, that house better be clean. And guess what? All the kids in the house were scared. They be looking at the clock. Mama about to be home an hour. Everybody up cleaning. Even if the person didn't want to do their chores, somebody else did their chores because they didn't want everybody else in the house to get in trouble. We don't have that structure no more. Get caught with some makeup on. You would get dusted and embarrassed at school. You couldn't even go to school with a mini skirt on, y'all. They would make you hold your hands down to your knees, and if your fingertips pass your knees, you got to call your mama for some new clothes. Now the girls naked. They wearing wigs to school. They wearing eyelashes. They wearing makeup. Y'all got y'all girls out here looking like prostitutes. And mama, I'm blaming you. And daddy, I'm blaming you because you're not there to protect your daughters. These kids out here like grown women. So you selling your daughters to this world, to these predators. It starts at home. That's the moral to my whole story. It starts at home. When you put the fear of God in these kids, they're going to take it wherever they go for the rest of their life. My parents have been gone 17 and 15 years. My sister been gone 16 years. Do you know I'm still scared of them? They over there in the grave. I can go to my mom and dad grave right now. And I'll talk to that grave like they still here. I'm still afraid of my mom and my dad and my big sister like they still here on earth. They left the fear of God in me. It's some things I will not do because it's part of my upbringing. Like disrespect my elders, call an elderly person by their first name. Man, no. What they installed in me has lasted in me all my life. I remember my mother telling us, whenever you walk out this door, wherever you go in your life, you represent me and your daddy, and you better rep us right. And I remember that. And I tell my kids that whatever you do, you represent me. If you go out here and do something wrong, they looking at me. But these kids are different, y'all. This 18-year-old I have, you would think she was raised by wolves. And I got a son that's 25. He getting it now, but I had some problems with him as a teenager. These teenagers are so different. You cannot blame the parents all the time, y'all. You can't blame the parents. Some parents try so hard. You pray, you give them the best, but I realized where I went wrong with my kids. I gave them too damn much. Because I was a spoiled kid, but I was raised by a different cloth. I've been working since I was 14, and I didn't have to. I had 5 godfathers, and my daddy, and my mom, and a godmom. I had anything I wanted. But I liked to see my name on a check. So I've been working since I was 14. My kids, I'm not saying they was rich. They was far from it. But they never wanted for nothing. I owned a daycare for 10 years. I owned a boutique. I used to sell online. I've been doing this all my life. My kids have always lived in the suburbs. They never lived in no hood homes. They always had good things. I made sure my kids had the best of the best. And that's where I went wrong. Now, you make your kids earn their shit. And I had to learn that when I worked at a bank, a rich neighborhood. I'm dealing with prosecutors' money, news anchors' money, and they kids, the school was across the street from the bank. You know what them little rich kids used to do? They'd come in there, and they always call me Miss Nina. Oh, Miss Nina, I need to take $5 off for lunch. And I give them, just give me 20. Don't tell my dad. I'm like, okay. Oh, I got to put this back before next week. They would get money and they would put it back because they would save for their spring break vacations. Their fathers, their mamas used to make them go half on anything they wanted. Oh, I'm saving this for my new car. Those rich, I mean, when I say rich, these were millionaire kids. And they had the responsibility to put their money back, to manage their bank account, and go half on whatever they wanted. But no, us poor folks, we think we rich. We give our kids all this shit that they don't even deserve. iPhone 36s. They got the internet. They read rocking red bottoms. They prom at school cost as much as a wedding. Man, come on. They went $500 wigs, mink lashes. Teenage girls going to get their $100 nails done. Man, we messing these kids up. That ain't how you spoil a kid. Make them earn something. If you want to get your nails done, I better see it all A's when I get that report card. You know what I'm saying? We don't even, do y'all even ask y'all kids about their report cards anymore? I never, ever, ever, ever hear people talk about how their kids doing good in school no more. All I see is pictures of my baby and they model it and they doing, man, they not thinking about school no more. And then you blame the school system. The school ain't teaching the kids nothing. No, mama, you not teaching the kids nothing. You their first teacher. Do y'all know I used to read, just read without my mama telling me to read? My mother didn't have to tell me to read. I was inquisitive. I wanted to learn shit. I wanted to know stuff. And as I got older, I realized the only way I'm going to learn, if I open a book, I'm going to be honest, the Grand Rapids public school systems didn't teach me nothing. The Grand Rapids public school systems failed me. And because my mother and them are older, they were too busy lifing, doing life. They thought they was teaching us. They taught us a bunch of junk. Nothing that helped me be productive as a grown person in society. Not nothing. Christopher still in America because he didn't find it, did not help me one bit. You know what I'm saying? I think schools should teach finances, credit, investments. You should leave high school with your license and a bank account. They don't teach none of that. But you go over in China, they teach their kids all. They field trips. they take field trips to the bank, to different places, and teaching them how to invest. Our field trips, our 8th grade field trip, we going to see the point, Great America, Six Flags. America, we so messed up, man. We so behind everybody else. And you wonder why we losing? But back to what I was saying, these kids, these females will destroy a man. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. But since the beginning of time, open your Bible. It's in there. Eve started this stuff. Convincing a man to go against the father. She opened up sin. So a woman can be a sly cat. I'm just being real. Y'all don't want to hear this. A woman can be a sly cat. It's sad that a woman, I keep telling y'all, is a man weakness. A woman can convince a grown married man. This girl can be 16. She can convince a grown married man to sleep with her and give her all his wife money. You gotta be careful out here. Because I know some women that's not even 21, and you would think these girls 45, the game they got, the hustle they got in them, you'd be like, girl, how old are you? Hustle. That gift for God will blow your mind. I done had young girls, y'all, that's not even 18 cut into me. The G girls, not even 18 to cut into me. Miss Nina, you so fine. I'll turn you out. Girl, get away from me, girl. I'm telling you. Just the other day, I don't know if y'all seen this on Facebook. I don't know who are my Facebook friends. This girl did a whole live video. 17 years old. Her lips was this big and had bumps all over, even on the side of her face. You know what that 17-year-old girl said? I ate the wrong cookie. She had the bumps. But it was good, though. And she was up there putting stuff all on her. I mean, her face was like, I said, oh, my God. And she wished to say that to people. And her friends on there laughing. Ah, girl, bitch, you crazy. They think this shit is funny. Another time, I'm at the park barbecue. I got story after story about these young kids. I'm at the park barbecuing. My daughter friend walks up. This one, my oldest daughter was like 17. She's 33 now. She walked up and her friend kept talking like this. And I know the little girl. I said, what's wrong with your mouth? She took her hand off her mouth. Her tongue was so big, it wouldn't even go in her mouth. I said, oh my God, what happened to you? I ate the wrong cookie. And my slow sub at the time, I'm like, what you talking about? What kind of cookie was that? My daughter's like, mama. And she said, why would you say that to my mama? I said, I know you ain't talking about no female. Yeah. I just couldn't believe. I told my daughter right there, I said, you better not ever let me catch this girl around you. Ever. She said, I just know her from school. She ain't my friend like that. She said, I can't believe she said that. But these girls, they licking on each other. They having parties. I know a person here that throws F-off parties like Diddy. He told me it's two sisters. They got the same mama and daddy. They the stars of the freak off. They do each other and dudes pay them because they think it's freaky that two sisters, they do everything 69 and everything to each other. So you know they been doing this at home. That's why when y'all was talking about Krishan Roc and her sister, they been doing that shit. Allegedly. Come on. And these girls get paid. Long as they getting paid, they'll do anything. And then they do the dudes in the room. He said they would leave the party making $2,500 to $3,000 a night. So they doing it. Could you imagine? Cassie them was getting $250,000 a month. These girls would do the most, and then when shit fall down, when shit hit the fan, I'm a victim. They made me do it. Do you know the parties that I'm talking about right now? Them girls can come. That's why I was talking to him not too long ago. I said, you better stop them parties. Because them girls can come back and say, all y'all men made them do that. And these grown women, they can come back and say all the men made them do that. And this is their gig. This is how that's their hustle. Chris Brown, stop taking them pictures. Charging $1,000. Somebody go come back on Chris Brown and say when he lift me up, his fingers went up in me. I'm telling you what, y'all better stop playing. I hate that law in New York, no statute of limitations. Because you could be dating somebody. Now tell me how this ever happened. The person I want to be with you no more. You get mad and you lie on them. You tear up their shit. Or they did that to you. Make up fabricated stories. People done lost their career jobs behind a lie. And the whole world believe it because they crying wolf. I hate that law because how in the heck can you say somebody did something to you 24 damn years ago? Now I can see if you filed charges and it didn't go nowhere, you got some kind of proof that you was reaching out for help, you went to some kind of counseling, I've been trying to fight this for 24 years and nobody helped me, and finally you got justice, I can see that. But you just one day wake up and say, you know what, I'm tired of holding this secret, I'm finna go tell. Now I can see if it was a family member, you been ran through, you know what I'm saying, and you just, I was scared to say something. But you got to have more than I met Diddy at a party. I mean, come on, man. Because you know why? Because a lot of them might be telling the truth. A lot of them might be telling the truth. However, it's going to be a whole bunch of liars. That's where it's dangerous grounds. For all of y'all to say I'm victim shaming, how many girls so far in this case been busted with a lie? I think 4. They didn't got caught up with lying trying to get money. You really want me to believe Tony Buzbee, that attorney, has 300 victims that was all quiet. 300 people didn't say nothing. He got 300 victims with proof, as he claimed, and it's no criminal charges. Y'all really want people to believe that? Now he coming at Jay-Z. See, now it's personal. This is what y'all don't understand. Him and Jay-Z shit now is personal. They got the gloves on. So he finna come and try to hit Jay below the belt because Jay called him out on his shit. Jay said, you forgot I'm from Brooklyn. He called him out on his shit, and Tony known to get billion-dollar lawsuits. So he like, this Negro go call me out. I'm finna destroy him now. So he finna do everything he can to try to destroy Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna have to bring out his best of the best. Because he would go all the way back to junior high school on Jay-Z. I promise you. But Jay-Z, what I love about this situation, he got just as much as money as Tony Buzbee. He got more than Tony Buzbee. And that's kind of odd. The black man got the most money. So you fighting a giant, Tony. It's normally the other way around. That's why R. Kelly's sitting there doing 30 years. He was broke. But Jay got the money and the resources and the friends to fight. And he said, you're not getting a damn dime. Now, all of a sudden today, he want to say, my client thinking about going to the feds. Could you just digest that for a minute? My client is thinking about going to the feds. You said Jay-Z and Diddy graped you in a limo at 13. And you thinking about going to the feds? Right there, that make me believe she's lying. You would have went to the feds before you went to Tony Buzbee. Soon as you knew the feds picked up Diddy, you would have made a call to the feds. Oh, this is my time. The feds got him. I am wanting the victim, sir. He got to proof the text message. You would have went right to the feds. No, you're 30, 40, whatever, how old you are. You're broke. You want some money. And I bet when Jay-Z, because Jay-Z will tear this girl apart. I hope this girl know that. Every part of her life to be exposed. I hope she's ready. And I promise you, I got to believe this. When Jay-Z tear her down, he gonna find out a whole lot of shit that she don't want us to know. Because he's going to tear her down. And anybody else that come after him. The reason why he just now adding Jay-Z to this suit is because Jay-Z was suing him. Jay-Z started the lawsuit. That's y'all don't understand. He started suing this man because he said, I'm not going to let you exploit my people. You trying to tear down the industry, Tony, and make money, so I'm going to sue you. That's why they said it was a big, giant billionaire suing Tony Buzbee. It was Jay-Z. So then, I'm going to add Jay-Z to this lawsuit. Jay-Z was in the car with Diddy. He just threw him in there. Because he mad. And nobody really recognizing that. He did it. Man, come on. He wasn't even in that case at first. He was in other cases, but he wasn't in that one. And like they said, half his clients are black. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. The two girls that got on Lionel B show and lied, they were black. That's how our people get torn down by black folks. Do you think the feds and the detectives know all the drug houses in the ghetto? And how many times you done seen a raid? Do you think they got a helicopter flying over with a detective saying that's a drug house right there? One of their boys drop a dime. One of the girlfriends that got mad. A relative that's the same color as them. Tell. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what we doing unless somebody tell them. So I'm not surprised half his victims are black. They the main ones want to see you down. I told y'all Floyd Mayweather from Grand Rapids and half of the whole black community want to see Floyd lose everything. So that don't surprise me. Black people hate to see black folks have anything. And what tripped me out, a lot of these brothers with these podcasts, a lot of these brothers that's on Facebook, they the main ones running their mouth about Jay-Z, Diddy, Floyd, every 50 Cent, man, tear them niggas down. Y'all hating. Y'all some hating ass brothers, because if you dig deep into your past, you do the same shit on a broke level. It's girls right around here right now that you don't take care of your kids, but you saying lock them up because you hate to see them brothers be billionaires on TV. Let's be real with it, brother. You been in the system. You know how the system works, because half y'all talking used to be in the penitentiary. Now you're here snitching, and you need to lock them up. Shut up. Tender dicks ass. And I'm just being a bunch of tender dicks. Bunch of hating ass brothers. What happened to my brother keeper? Giving somebody the benefit of the doubt until they prove that they did some shit. You can't just piss in my ear and tell me it's rain. Y'all can't just get on the internet off a telephone and somebody said, he touched me 24 years ago, and I get on here, yeah, he did. I don't know your ass. I don't know Jay-Z. I don't know Diddy. Until you show me some hardcore evidence. They didn't do it to me. Because I know how people get down. Especially my people. I know y'all waiting for somebody to fail. Y'all will help Tony Buzbee set Diddy up. And help him set up Jay-Z. Y'all will help him. Because y'all like putting y'all foot on people's neck. And I'm just being real about my black people. Y'all don't have to like me. Y'all don't have to watch my channel. You can delete me. But I'm telling y'all some real truth all week long about the brown folks. Brown people hate brown people. And it's just the bottom line. If y'all think I'm lying, cut on the news. Every day we killing each other. And 9 times out of 10 it's jealousy. Why y'all think these rappers can't go home? Why y'all think these people make it and they can't go back home and celebrate? Because somebody in their hood go kill them. They hate they made it out. What's his name? Young Dolph. In Memphis, Tennessee. One of the biggest rappers. A good dude. Young Dolph bought 100 properties, was giving it to low-income families in Memphis. Doing something good. He just wanted to go home and get some cookies that he loved, the cookies from where he grew up at. So he went back to his old neighborhood to get cookies. And what happened? 3 of his own brothers chopped him down at the cookie shop. Shot that man I don't know how many times. Because he had a nice car, and he a millionaire, and he made it out. And guess what? A brother paid him to do it. Yo Gotti brother, Big Jock, allegedly, who's gone now, paid them to kill that man. And guess what happened? They turned around and killed Big Jock, another brother. So we got 3 brothers that face charges. One of them got life. Young Dolph is dead. Big Jock is dead. 5 people gone. And Yo Gotti is under investigation. Just like with Drake. XX, the rapper, 4 brothers killed him. Coming from a motorcycle shop. And guess what? Another brother paid him to do it, and they saying it's Drake. So y'all gonna tell me they don't hate each other? Instead of getting money together, you rather see them dead. It's sad what we're going through. Cut on the news how many rappers right now fighting murder cases. And guess who they killed? Somebody looked just like them. I'm just being real. The reason why Jay-Z and Diddy all over the internet, because black folks put them all over the internet. Normally you hear the news, you say something, and it just go away. Like the one just shot the insurance man. He killed that insurance man because his premiums was too high. He hurt his back. That's the story. They got him. And he was mad about his premium. I promise you his people ain't gonna drag him through the mud. I promise you the story gonna fade off in about a week. They're not gonna say nothing else about that white guy. He's gonna be gone in the wind. But let somebody had did that was black. Oh, we gonna have them on Facebook, Instagram. We gonna do TikToks. We gonna have them all. We just drag them. Then we gonna go find his father, his mama. Talk about they was crackheads. You gonna dog them. The reason why Diddy's story is so big, because black people making it so big. Y'all don't know them victims. Y'all don't care about them women. Have you sent them a letter? Have you talked to their parents? Have you said anything nice to Cassie? Y'all don't care about them people. Your whole goal is to tear down a black man. No, I'm not saying they're innocent. But damn it, I get tired of cutting on the internet and all I see is my people getting dragged. Before they had a day in court. Let these people have their day in court. Y'all building the case for the government that don't give 2 shits about you. Sonya Macy, didn't I tell y'all the black woman who got powder in her face by the police? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And we watched him pow her. Do y'all know half of his race defended him? And said she tried to throw oil on that man. Water. They defended him shooting a woman in her face. They defend theirs. They stay on code. We don't stay on code. Because I seen some TikTokers that was black saying she did it. Yeah, she tried to throw hot water. I said, man, if you don't get your stupid ass off the internet. I mean, that shit be making me so mad. What? Even if she was throwing hot water, do she deserve to get half her face blew off? Where your taser at, sir? You know what I'm saying? That wasn't life-threatening. And y'all defending that. And nobody talking about her. Shouldn't we be talking about her case every single day? Calling that officer out, saying he better not get a bond. No, y'all saying Diddy better not get a bond. Y'all not saying he better not get a bond. Because he out now, from my understanding. He got out yesterday. With a bond. Pop on a woman in her house that called for help and blew half her face off. And from my understanding, he out. And not one of y'all black folks said a word. Y'all too busy worried about Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old 24 years ago. Our people messed up, and I'm mad about it. Y'all can say what the hell y'all want. And if any person get on here and say I'm victim shaming, I'm blocking your ass. I promise you today is the day. You getting blocked. Because you can't call somebody a victim because they say they a damn victim. Prove it to me, damn it. Prove me to me what happened to you. Because I know how people got a tongue that can lie. But I be damned if you've been hoeing all around here all your life, robbing people, stealing, doing all kind of sinister stuff, and now you broken, you want to come back and say, I remember I was with Jay-Z and Diddy and they raped. No, no, not on my clock. Not on my clock, not today. Prove it. You said, Tony Buzbee said he got the evidence, right? I want to see it. And I will come back and say, yeah, that was a victim. I'm not even going to apologize because that's how the law go. You have to prove some shit. You can't just go in a courtroom and say some shit. How can a woman say a penis was with her in her 24 years ago when several penises been up in her for one? Just off her word. Can I go into court right now and say 24 years ago my boyfriend slapped me? The judge gonna look at me like I'm crazy. He did what? He slapped me and took my purse. What you want me to do? I want you to lock him up. So what you do 24 years ago? Nothing. Well, get your ass out of my courtroom. I mean, they would think I'm crazy. Now you want to say your life didn't turn out right, and it's because of those two people. I just don't understand how a 13-year-old get raped and the authorities didn't know. What kind of parenting did she have? Where the parents? Go pick them up. Jay-Z, you need to go find out where her mama at, who dropped her off. You need to make sure all of them get charged. Because they failed that young girl. If that really happened, because I'm not saying it didn't happen. I said prove it happened. See, this is the part y'all don't get. I didn't say it didn't happen. I said prove to me. And if you can't prove it to me, it didn't happen. If you can't prove it to me, and right now all I have is hearsay. All I have is Tony Buzbee, old shiesty ass attorney who trying to bring down the black industry. Got a 1-800 damn call-in number. This is not like 1-800 call in that somebody stole your identity. You know, they took your credit card. Call this number, we can help you get your identity back. This a 1-800 call in that you got raped. I've never heard no shit like that in my life. Do you know how many people mad about men have dogged them? It's single mamas out here. It's brothers that's jealous that Jay-Z didn't help them. It's going to be so many people lying on these people. Dame Dash now, he the hot commodity all over the internet giving interviews. Yeah, he mad because Dame was a hothead and he wasn't smart like Jay, so he didn't make it out. So he mad. So he might say anything about Jay-Z. You ain't never had a friend that lie on you. You ain't never had a friend that was jealous of you. And that's Dame Dash. Look at the difference. Damn, you started off as the big shit. Jay separated from you and did his thing. He a billionaire. You own a barbershop. Choices we make. But you can't be mad at Jay-Z because he made it out. Did he do a lot of stuff to get there? Most likely, yes. Just like white-collar criminals. This country was built off of stealing and lies and rape. Stop acting like we never heard of this shit. Did Jay-Z bend over for Diddy and Clyde Davis? He may have. But guess what? If he did, that's his prerogative. That's his booty. Everybody talking about all these grown men booty, even other grown men talking about grown men booty. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all playing, I didn't watch grown men podcasts playing Meek Mill's allegedly screaming while Diddy banging his brains out. I said, don't you know that's kind of suspect, brother? You listening to that shit? I don't even want to hear it. And if that is them two, that's two grown-ass men. If that's what they want to do, let them get down. That's not our business. Didn't the rainbow people fight for their rights? They have parades and all that. So why y'all acting like, oh, Diddy G? So half America is too. All you gotta do, go to the store right now, you go see one. Go outside, you go see another gay person. They everywhere. That's the new style. Like the Air Force Ones came out. Everybody had them on. Guess what? Everybody got a man now. Everybody got a woman. Women all over the internet. I like women and men. I'm bi. I mean, come on, man. This shit ain't new. All because it's Diddy and Jay-Z. The rich brothers. Because this could be the same story about Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all wouldn't give it the time of day. Y'all wouldn't give it the time. Y'all would actually say, man, them girls lying on Pookie. Pookie is a street dude. Pookie ain't did no shit like that. Pookie get too much booty. Y'all will brag on Pookie. But since it's Jay, oh, that nigga did it. Oh, because he a billionaire. He walking around with Beyonce. You mad. And let's talk about Beyonce mama. Jay-Z, you better not give that witch another damn dime. That's why her husband just left her. All in people business and can't run her own damn business. Get the hell out of here, Miss Nose. And I'm scared of you because you geeky. So don't put no hicks on me. But I'm scared of Miss Nose. She's geeky as hell. That girl, that woman looks so wicked. Her husband ran from her ass. But you all talking about Jay-Z. Beyonce, put her out your house. And I normally don't tell kids to turn on their mama. But it's time for mama to go. Half y'all problems probably came from her ass. Solange beating him up in the elevator. He still didn't put his hands on her. Diddy would have choked the shit out of Solange. Jay-Z didn't do nothing. She kicking him and stomping him. She attacked that man. My brother was watching it mad. He said, man, slap that bitch. My brother was so mad. He still didn't do nothing. And Miss Knowles, you can't even come up with the thing that my daughter too good for him. You know, your daughter was doing everything his ass was doing. Your daughter got less money than he had. That's a rich black man. You can't even come up with nothing. But you hating because you a lonely old bitter. That's why your husband left you, and that's why your other husband left you. Now you back over in Beyonce crib messing with her and Jay-Z. You the one probably called Tony Buzbee. Because you don't want to see Beyonce happy. And speaking of Beyonce, Beyonce been working for Diddy before Jay-Z was working for Diddy. Beyonce know what it is. She a ride or die chick. She was with Pimp C when she was a teenager. Beyonce know what the shit is, man. Don't let B fool you with that old... Nah. Do they worship the devil? They probably do. But guess what? They grown. That's their prerogative. That's their soul. If they sold to the devil, so damn it, what? I didn't. We want to see people fail so bad it ain't even our freaking business. You know what I'm saying? And it's only us. Show me a white platform where they dogging they white people. Show me one. Show me that they talking about somebody every day. We still talking about Tupac. They don't, you know what they do? They praise Elvis. Elvis was with Priscilla when she was 13. And Elvis is their hero. He's their hero. Even the presidential election. I know y'all hate Kamala. I know she did a lot of stuff to her own people, what I'm talking about. But guess what? Donald Trump did too. He did a whole lot of shit. And guess what? He's their God. You ain't gonna find them dogging Donald Trump. It was a lady riding down the street yesterday. My daughter sent me a live video. She got a fake picture on her passenger side or a dummy, a Donald Trump in her car. Donald Trump rides down the street with her. He's her hero. Even though he sent people up in the Capitol, whatever, he did all that shit. 34 felonies, and he's still the president because his people go support him. They own code. What y'all do? Lock Kamala up. That dirty bitch. Lock her up. She ain't black. If a race war break out right now, they ain't gonna sit her to the side and say, she Indian, don't touch her. No, she gonna be a black woman. So stop playing with me. What is that running through her bloodstream? It may be some Indian, but when you look at her, you see a black woman. All y'all put Donald Trump in there. So whatever come out of it, I ain't saying what's gonna come out. Live with it. Stand on that, 10 toes down. Stand on it. It just cracks me up. I say, I just can't believe my people every day, all day. Lock him up. Oh, I hate him. You victim shaming. Shut the hell up, man. Let the law be the law. Don't you pay taxes? You pay taxes for the law to do what they supposed to do. Let the feds do their shit. They don't need our damn help. You don't work for the feds. But y'all are called Sodom observer. Yeah, I remember I was at Diddy party in 1989, and Diddy bent over. I think he had a G-string on. And then Bubbles was on the chain over there in the corner. That's why I don't think Michael got Bubbles no more. Y'all to tell some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. You know, my neighbor, he got too much traffic coming over there. And he got a new car. He driving a Bentley and living in the projects. I think he's selling drugs. That's what y'all do. I don't get it. Don't have nothing to do with you. Not hurting your ass at all. And you snitching. Gene Deal all over the TV. Ain't worked for Diddy since the 90s. You bringing us some shit from way back nobody even know. Yeah, no, I was in the car. Who cares? That shit dead. He got away with it. What you telling? Shut up. Let the police find out what the hell happened. What you go get out of it? You know what you'll get out of it? Your YouTube channel, because Diddy is a billionaire, and you on YouTube, and you're mad. I'm just being real. Most people telling because their life didn't end up like this other person's life. Because if you was too busy minding your business, getting paid, you wouldn't be caring what the hell going on. Do y'all ever see Master P or Ice Cube on there talking about what people doing in their life? They too busy making money. 50 Cent just like to mess with people, but he barely say anything unless he's signifying. They making money. They ain't got time to be talking about what somebody else doing. Master P don't even get in the shit. He be like, man, I ain't got time for that dumbass shit, John. Hollywood, whatever. They ask Master P a question, he be like, man, I ain't got time for that dumbass shit, man. Where the cereal? Where my cereal at in Walmart? He too busy making money. That's why I love Master P. You not gonna catch him in no bull crap. That's that street code. Nigga, and you find out what he did, I ain't gonna tell you. Shh. Now, if I see a little girl getting grapes, or a little girl come to me, I'm gonna help her. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to take her to the authorities. We're gonna find out what's going on. But I got a friend who been out in the world since she was 16. Getting high. We started off together. We a year apart. She done did some of the most. She probably can come out with a story out this world and lock a lot of brothers up. Because she was 16 when she started smoking crack. You think she can call me right now and tell me I want to press charges on such and such? I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. Because when I was coming in the crack houses trying to get you and save you, you didn't want to be saved. When I was trying to help you out, you like to be in there. That was your lifestyle. So that's what you chose. And guess what come with that lifestyle? Pimps, drugs, being molested, being beat. That comes with the streets. If you choose the streets, that's what comes with the streets. The streets gonna win every time. So eat it. Now, let's start from today. You want me to take you to church? You want to go get prayed on? That's your past. Leave that behind. Let's get your future right. That's how you started. Let's make your ending better than the way you started. But no, we're not going to take down them brothers because you chose that life. That's just how I look at it. No, you chose that life. They only did what you let them do. Let's start from today and get you right. Let God deal with them. We ain't going through all that. And that's what I would tell her right now. I promise you I would. Let's go get your life right. And let God deal with them. Now, if it just happened, that's different. But you ain't finna tell me when I was 16, Nina, remember I was on such and such house and such. Man, come on, man. You 54 years old now. You talking about something you happened at 16. That man probably blind, crippled in a wheelchair now. He probably even know who the hell your ass is. His penis don't even work no more. Leave that man alone. Y'all both did stupid shit. He did something stupid. He was young. You was young. Now it's time for y'all to get y'all life right before you die. People do shit. Man, come on, man. People do shit when they young and don't understand what they're doing. How many times you can look back on your life and say it had to be nothing but the grace of God? that I made it through that situation. You never been through nothing. You never made a bad choice. You never made a bad decision and said, oh my God, I remember me and my dudes slept with that one girl. She let us all run train. Y'all know how many girls I went to high school with got train ran on them, and I know about it. She can go back and get all 6 of them dudes and say, they ran train on me when I was in 11th grade. But she let them do it. She let them do it. And I know they should be charged. Okay, she don't hold no accountability for her actions. None. Then people try to say, when you 18, you young, you don't know. I was an 18-year-old girl. I knew right from wrong at 18. You can't tell me you don't know right from wrong at 18. You can't tell me you know not to let 18 men run up in you, Cassie. I don't care how much money somebody offering. You know better. You know better. You talking about being groomed. You know how many men try to groom me? Oh, you so pretty. I could buy you this. Grown married men and cut it to me all my life. And I'm the type of person like, man, if you don't get out of my face, if you don't go on somewhere, I guess I'm just school different cut from a different cloth. I guess I'm just cut from a different cloth. You can't do that to me. You never could. That's why I don't have a bad reputation. That's why I'm 55 years old and I count on this many fingers how many men that been in my bed. No, don't play with me. I know how to get it from the mud. I know how to sit in my car and be homeless without turning a trick. I could have turned tricks. I didn't have to be homeless in my car. I could have made some phone calls to a lot of brothers that want to be with me and went to their crib. No, I ate it. I stayed in that car 2 months, washed up at speedways and laundromats. And people was calling me, Nina, get over here. You got me messed up. Couple of times I just spent the night somewhere and they give me their room and you go stay. And next thing you know, they cook me breakfast and here come the, you know I like you. Let me get my bags. Going back to my car. So I'm a woman. You can't tell me anything. I know how women have the opportunity to get paid. I know how women have the opportunity to break up marriages and relationships. I know how women can be sly cats. I know how we can be smooth. I know how we can lie. I know how we can trick people. I know how we can play victim. I'm a woman. You can't tell me about what I am. So when I'm speaking on a lot of these women, it's because I'm reading them. I can see right through their shit. That's why when I see Lamisha talking on Lionel B and Andrea English, when I seen them talking, I read them instantly. At first they had me, don't get me wrong. The first videos they had me. I said, damn, Diddy that bad? And the second one, something just came over me and said, damn, they lying their ass off. How they gonna lie on them brothers like that? They were lying. And it came out, they were lying. And everybody dogged me. You victim shame. Now what you saying? They were liars. The one was crying. Diddy, he did this to me 20 years ago. Oh, they were her attorney. She was lying. When I said it, y'all dogged me out. I believe her. Her ex-boyfriend sent TMZ the text message that she said, if you help me with this lie, I'll break bread with you. I'll give you half this million. Now she being charged. What y'all got to say now? Nina victim shaming. Every person I said was lying was lying. Every single one. Now let's see what happened with this 13-year-old, which is not 13 no more. And people saying this, I can't believe you saying a 13-year-old lie. This a grown woman saying this now. Y'all talking about like she 13 right now. This lady almost 40. This happened in 2000, 24 years ago. This girl ain't 13 no more. What's wrong with y'all? I can't believe you not believing a 13-year-old. She ain't 13. Did you not get the memo? Was she 13, 34, was she 37? She's 37 now. She's not 13, people. I can't barely remember what I did at 13. Because I wasn't having sex. And if somebody would have took my innocence, oh, somebody would have knew about it. Somebody would have knew about it. If Jay-Z did do this, if Diddy did do this, charge their ass. I'm not saying don't charge them. I don't know them brothers. Charge their ass. But I need proof. I need proof. I'm not going to bury nobody without no proof. I don't care if it's the homeless man outside. If somebody walk up to me and say, he just raped me. Wait a minute. Show me. What'd he do? You ain't just finna walk up to me and tell me any damn thing. This man walking down the street like I don't know her. And the police pick him up. Well, she said it. No, prove it. Take her to the hospital. It's his DNA in her. I mean, come on. You got to prove some shit now. Because people lie. People are taking advantage of these laws. And it's sad it got to be this way. It is sad it got to be this way. It is sad that we got to question people. Because so many people lie. That's why I feel the way I do. Because I know too many damn liars. So if y'all wonder why you saying that, why people got to prove, because people lie. That's why. It's people in that jail right now off of a lie. The man just got executed this year, and they found out he didn't do the murder. The state still was so mad. Thank you for the love, King. Was still so mad that they executed that man, and they knew he was innocent. So he went to his grave off a damn lie. One more story, and I'm going to let y'all go. Could y'all get my likes up and share this tonight? I'll be back tonight. One more story. All these stories personal to me. So if y'all wonder why I think the way I think, because I know people personally that has faced shit like Diddy them facing. You know what I'm saying? I know personal people. It's this guy in my city. He was like a comedian. Funny as shit. What is his name? Because I'll say his name because he got 100 years. But anyway, back in the 80s, it was a grapist running around. And East Grand Rapids, over by Wealthy Street, anybody from Grand Rapids know what I'm talking about? A white girl went to her car sick from the club. They was at a club over there in East Town. She got raped in the alley. Hit the news. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, somebody raped that girl. All of them knew. Rich white girl. They put some of the guys, black guys that was in the club in the lineup. She picked out the guy and said, that's him. I know it's him. He did it. Everybody, popular dude, everybody in the city was like, oh my God, no, he didn't. Dogged him out. His sister and them got tormented. The family got tormented. This brother did 15 years in prison. And I think he ended up with 25, but he did 15. Let me tell you why he got out. Years later, this same guy moved to Houston. Not the one who was in jail. The guy I said that got 100 years. He moved to, let me tell you why he got 100 years. He moved to Houston. Women started getting raped in the area. Now, technology is different from back then. Your DNA hit the system and it go nationwide. They got his DNA. Guess what? His DNA matched the woman DNA. Thank you, Miss Deborah, for the love. She gave $20, $19.99. The DNA from that woman in Houston, several women in Houston, matched the DNA from the woman in East Town in Grand Rapids, Michigan, that was years before. So the white woman get on TV crying, saying, I made a mistake. It wasn't him. She was so sure, that's him. Yep, I know his hands. I know that he did it. This innocent man did 15 years. And he kept saying, I did not do this. Everybody in the city hated his ass. He lost his life behind a lie. Because she said he did it. Come to find out the other brother did it that was with him. He didn't even know his friend left the club. He ended up with 100 years. And guess what? I know this brother. I was at my friend boutique. Me and him was about to do some business because I had a boutique, right? He walks in. Oh my God, it's Nina. Girl, I've been liking you since ninth grade. Talking to me and stuff, and he was so forceful. When you gonna let me take you out? Got all in my face, grabbing my arm. I kept saying, get off me, because he a comedian, he funny. Just doing stupid shit. So my boy, he noticed it. He said, man, stop grabbing her like that. So when the dude left, my boy who had the boutique, he said this to me. He said, whatever you do, don't never go nowhere with him. Don't go out with him. Don't go to dinner with him. I know this nigga. I said, what? He said, Nina, just listen to me. I didn't like him no way. But after that happened and I found out he did, I said, that's why he told me that. He was a rapist. But I'm saying this story to say the other dude went to prison for 15 years off a lie. She told me I know for a fact that's him. It wasn't. And these two brothers look like night and day. The one that actually did it was very, very light. He like an albino with freckles. The other brother was dark as my son David, had brush waves. They look totally different. And you said that was him. So he lost 15 years, not only 15 years of his life, he lost his entire life. And they didn't pay him. The state of Michigan didn't do shit. Just like, oh, you can go home. I'm sorry, our bad. Oops, my bad, bruh. Lost his woman. His kids had to be raised without him. I think his mother died when he was in there. He lost everything. So when I say I know people that's in jail and they didn't do some shit, and I know people that's been falsely accused, I know people. It happened to my brother. I told you, he did 5 years off a lie. He ain't kidnapped that girl. And I think they had a kidnap charge. My mother and my auntie, they fought so hard they had to drop the kidnap charge. She was a runaway. And so she got caught. She became a victim. Sorry. That's just how some shit goes sometimes. People lie. They got one of these. They going to lie. Until I get hard down proof, I don't want to hear another video. Oh, guess what? Oh, Diddy's done now. Oh, Jay-Z's done. Man, shut the hell up. Nobody want to hear that shit. Just tell the story. Well, another part of the story that came about that Jay-Z did. Just tell the damn story. I get tired of people being so happy that they think somebody finna be deleted. Oh, it's over. Shut up. Because the same shit you throwing out there about to come back to your house. Get ready. Get ready. I'm just an energy person, man. I'm an energy person. The energy I put out there, that's the energy I expect to receive. If I'm putting out all that bad energy go come to me. And y'all won't understand or identify with me until you in a car and you on your knuckles with nothing. Then you will know God don't play. You would know he don't play and he don't need your damn help with a case or with nothing else. But damn, my brothers are in trouble. And I feel bad for them. If they made that kind of decision, they sold to the devil, gave up their behind, did anything sinister to be famous, I feel bad for them because this their heaven. They going to hell. So all I can do is pray for them. Lord, please, show them a little grace and mercy. Lord, please, I pray they turn around and repent. It's funny how y'all take up for T.D. Jakes. Y'all take it for all these pastors. Y'all take your hands off God's anointing. He was at the party. But when it comes to Jay-Z and Diddy, oh, they did it. But the pastor didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. Y'all crack me up with that. You will fight tooth and nail for the Potter house. And you seen him at the party. You saw him dancing. But he didn't do nothing. He got several allegations against him. Ain't nobody talking about that. And did y'all know he's held to a higher standard? Thank you, Miss Deborah. She donated another $19. They held to a higher standard under God as a pastor. They supposed to be seeing proof. I know y'all ain't no such thing. No, they held under oath They the next step up to God. We supposed to be able to talk to the pastor, and he talking to God. You ain't supposed to be down here with me. That's why I am a sheep and you a shepherd. You supposed to lead the sheep. If you in there partying with the sheep, how you gonna lead us any dang on where? But y'all take up for him. All he had to get on there and say he had a surgery and just let me die. See what y'all did to Pastor TD Jakes. Y'all see what y'all did. Y'all done made Quincy Jones and have a heart attack. No, that's God messing with them. That ain't us. That's God doing that. We ain't doing nothing. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. All I'm asking y'all to do is use your logical thinking skills. I'm not saying tell the victims they're lying. Unless you know they're lying. Because you can't tell me you put Diddy out of a burning damn building and he showed up in the project saying his name Tony. Man, come on, man. I said, you know what? Lock her ass up. Lamisha need to be locked up. Andrea English, lock her ass up. Y'all running around here lying on people. Lock their asses up. Because you're a criminal. You stealing from the people. People got a GoFundMe going for y'all. And y'all lying? Lock their ass up. And I hope Diddy and Jay-Z press charges. You lied on me? Shit. They got rights like everybody else if y'all don't want to believe it or not. Y'all, Diddy is a freaky baby or booty man. We know that. But the last I checked, being a freaky baby or booty man is not in the law book. If you of age. Do y'all not know the age of 16 is the age of consent in Michigan? If your daughter go sleep with a 50-year-old man right now, she's 16, and she tell the police, I said he ain't going to jail. That's the age of consent. 16. I know this because my daughter was running around, running away. She 18 now. And I have a video that I went up in the police department and I demanded to speak to the chief. I said, listen, I know where my daughter at, and I'm about to go get her. Either your officers going to meet me there or they're going to be arresting me. So I'm letting you know. I don't give a damn about y'all law. No 16 could sit my ass. I'm going to get mine. When the police got there and I got there at that house, I was inside beating shit out of my daughter. Had the boy up against the wall, ready to get him. My son David had to stop me. And the police, Miss Mayberry, I'm not playing about my kids. Negro, when I say stay away from my daughter, I mean that shit. I would go lay down for mine. And if she stay out in the world and do wrong, I can rest easy and say, well, I did everything I was supposed to do as her mama. Yep. She made that choice. But guess what I did? I made sure I was on her head trying to make her be a good person. She didn't want to be. Now she 18, she grown. I told her, do you. I can't chase you no more. You 18. But the streets don't love nobody. I prayed for you and I gave you to God. I am done chasing behind you, but you won't have my grandbaby out there. And don't get me wrong, she's not a bad girl like that. She ain't out there robbing and stuff. She just boy crazy. The boy's in her head. You know what I'm saying? She a little sidetracked. She thinks life is a game. She ain't no bad kid. She just being a teenage girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to act like my daughter one of these horrible people. But I'm pissed because she wasn't raised to be boy crazy. She totally opposite from me. Boys was chasing me and I didn't want to be chased. I'd be like, ugh, why he like me? Why he staring at me? I didn't like it. But these girls now, they so airheads. They think everybody want them. A lot of these boys just want you to get them something. Some sex and some money in your car. I had to take the car I just bought for her. She had the car 1 week. I took it. She hates my guts right now. You're the worst mother in the world. You're not getting a car from me. And when I tell you don't have somebody in it, I meant that. And it was females in it with her. I don't like that girl. I don't like that girl. I don't like that girl. They bad news. Soon as somebody called me, you know, such and such was in the car. Up, give me the keys. Not on my clock. That's my car. I don't like your friends. They won't be in my shit. I can be the worst mother you want me to be. I don't care. Go get your own car. You grown, remember? That's the kind of mother I am. So I just don't identify with a lot of this shit going on in the world. My 13-year-old was out of pocket and I didn't know about it. You know why? Because I always knew where my kids was. I know when you get out of school. I know when you go to practice. I know when you at your grandmama house. I know when you at your auntie house. When you go to the mall. I know who's supposed to pick you up, what time you supposed to be where. And when my kids was going to spend a night, because I didn't like spend a nights. I ain't like overnight like they was at my house. But my daughter had a best friend, my oldest daughter. Her mama was strict. I remember her mother called me and said, Nina, it was like 4 in the morning. She said, Nina, I'm about to catch a case. I said, what's going on, Janine? She said, all these girls done snuck out the house. Putting on my shoes. Oh, hell no. She called me back in like 5 minutes. She said, girl, everybody out the house but Shantia. That's my daughter. I said, what? She said, she sleep. She said, I ain't even see her. She in there sleep. She said, everybody else gone. So I got to go find mine and catch a case. Come over here because you might have to get me out of jail. So I went over there and helped her find her kids. And you know what they said? Everybody will leave but Shantia. She kept saying, my mama might pop up. I'm a pop-up mama. It may be 5 in the morning. Hey, what y'all doing? We sleep. Where T at? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. That was me. I wasn't playing. They can be at a basketball game. Somebody, is that your mom over there? Yeah. I'm a pop-up mama. I don't play with kids. And I helped raise my nieces and nephews. I used to have a house full of boys and girls. I've been a mentor for years. And guess what? Those kids did not disrespect my home. I can go upstairs and go to bed. I said, when I get, y'all can eat what y'all want. When I get up, my house better be clean. And it better not be nobody out of pocket. And at the time, David was the little brother and a little cousin. He was the snitch. The snitch was planted. Don't nobody move unless David moves. Because David was the snitch. So I go upstairs. I'm like, my reporter downstairs. I ain't got to be down there. David finna tell everything. Ooh, y'all in trouble. The one that's just on the interview with me, David. He was a little brother, little cousin. And his favorite word was ooh. Ooh. So I always had a snitch. When my daughter and my nieces want to go somewhere, yeah, I can go with David. Oh, heck no. Well, you can't go. And my mama did the same thing with me. I was the snitch. I passed the torch to David. I was a bona fide snitch. I told everything. I had a photographic memory. Yeah, they could do something. We could be out 8 hours. I'm going to remember what you did the first 5 minutes we was there. So my mother wouldn't let my sister and brother go nowhere without the snitch. And then all their friends knew I was snitches. All my cousins knew I was a snitch. Like, dang, you run a snitch with you? I'm sitting there like, and I'm telling. I would get all the candy and money they can give me. Go on and give it to me because my mama gonna pay me more. So y'all better find a little snitch in your family to send with your damn kids. Because they gonna tell. Then I raised my kids to tell if somebody touched them. They had a code. They had a code, and it's funny when I tell y'all this, and I'm gonna go. The code was O-Dog from Boys in the Hood. O-Dog, because they loved that movie for some reason. But every day I have a different number behind O-Dog. And I told the story before that was funny. I'm gonna let y'all go. My mother had to go get my kids. I had to work late. My kids did not leave school without the code. I said, I don't care if it's a cousin, uncle, because your relatives will do something to your kids too, right? If I don't give them the code, they're not supposed to pick you up that day. So my mother pulls up. Grandma. Come on, kids. Shatia smart mouth said, what's the code, Granny? She said, what damn code? What O-Dog? She said, no, it's a number today. She said, if you don't get your ad, the code is, I'm about to put this 10 up your butts. That's the code. She had to call me and say, these kids won't get in the car. She said, I'm about to catch a case. I said, oh, mama, the code. I gave her the code. My mother was so mad. She said, I'm not seeing another code. She said, from now on, when I pull up to this school, if y'all don't get in the car, Granny go embarrass the hell out of you. Now, code that shit. But they wouldn't even get a call with my mama. I'm telling you, don't play with these kids. That's the moral of the story. Don't play with these kids. Put your foot down. Know where your child at. Your 13-year-old should not be at no Grammy Awards knocking on limousine windows for grown men. Damn it. Where was her mama at? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.